John Matthews, the CEO of Matthews Auto Repairs, prided himself on running an honest and customer-friendly business. With multiple locations across the city, his company had become a household name. For years, John trusted his employees to uphold the values that had helped his business grow, but recently, he had been receiving complaints about poor service and rude behavior at one particular branch. The reports troubled him, especially since his business had always been known for its reputation for treating customers right. Something didn't feel right. John decided to go undercover to see the truth for himself. He wanted to witness firsthand how the staff was treating customers, especially those who might not seem wealthy or important. It was time to see if the complaints had any merit or if there was something more going on behind the scenes. Disguising himself as a regular customer, John wore old, faded clothes, a cap, and fake glasses to make sure he wouldn't be recognized. He even drove an old, slightly damaged car, pretending to be an ordinary man in need of urgent repairs. His goal was clear: observe the customer service firsthand and identify what was really happening at his business. When John entered the workshop, he immediately noticed several mechanics hanging out in the garage, but no one greeted him. As he walked to the front desk, a young man named Derek was sitting there, scrolling on his phone. John cleared his throat. "Excuse me, I need some help with my car." "I think there's an issue with the engine," John said politely, trying to get his attention. Derek barely looked up, his eyes still glued to his phone. "Yeah, we're busy. Come back later," he replied dismissively, barely acknowledging John's presence. John was surprised. He glanced around the workshop. No one seemed busy. Mechanics were chatting or taking breaks. It was clear that Derek had no interest in helping him. But John, keeping his cool, tried again. "Is there anyone who can just take a quick look? It might be something simple." Derek sighed dramatically, tossing his phone onto the counter. "I told you, we're busy. If you don't have an appointment, you'll have to wait or leave." John's patience was wearing thin, but he didn't want to blow his cover. He decided to push a little further. "I don't mind waiting. If someone can just give me a rough idea of what's wrong." Derek smirked, his voice dripping with condescension. "We don't do free advice here, old man. Either pay for a checkup or go find another garage." John's heart sank. Not only was Derek rude, but he was actively driving customers away. It was clear that this kind of behavior could explain the recent drop in business at this branch. John felt disappointed, especially considering how much effort he'd put into building a customer-first reputation. But just as he was about to leave, something surprising happened. An older mechanic named Carl, walking by, noticed the interaction. Without recognizing